Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson. And in today's video, man, we're going to be talking about Von Miller in depth and should the Dallas Cowboys sign him. So before we hop into the video, I would appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, do you think the Dallas Cowboys should sign Von Miller, and share my video with anyone who you think will enjoy my content. So hopping straight into it, man, my thoughts about Von Miller are like this in my opinion. I think right now, Von Miller being 37 years old, I think that he is where he's at in his career. I think that he is a walking Hall of Famer. I think this is somebody that he definitely is somebody that I feel like that can contribute to a team right now. But I can more than likely, if a team is going to sign him, they're viewing him as a mercenary for hire. And for me, my definition of a mercenary for hire is, look, we're going to bring you in, you have veteran experience, veteran leadership, and we're going to have you as a depth piece that if we need you to get us over the hump, or we need you to play in certain downs or certain situations, we know because we've seen enough for you on tape, and you also have the experience to come in and take care of things. The moment won't be too big for him. So with a guy like Von Miller, I also understand that Von Miller's not what he used to be from 2011 to 2019, where the year he got drafted, he's an all-pro player. He has 11 and a half sacks. His second year, he's 18 and a half sacks. His third year in 2013, he has 5 sacks. His fourth year, he got 14. The year he won the Super Bowl, 11. 13 and a half in 2016. So this is just a walking Hall of Famer. Multiple time All-Pro, Defensive Player of the Year type of player, won Defensive Rookie of the Year, won Defensive Player second year. I mean, this is a walking Hall of Famer, man. And I really love Von Miller. And he has openly talked about wanting to be a Dallas Cowboy for a majority of his career. So with that being said, I made the comparison. I do think that at this point, Von Miller is your Jadeveon Clowney. I think this is a guy that can come in. He'll be able to add something to your team. Well, what is that something? Veteran leadership. A guy that has won on the big stage multiple times. He won one early underneath his rookie contract, and then he won another Super Bowl about 7 to 6 years later after that. So this is just a guy that can get the job done, and I respect that out of Von Miller. Now, if Von Miller in a Madden fake world, if Von Miller was on your team last year, because last year we're going to look at what he did, because like the NFL and most things in life, it's what have you done for me lately. Washington, what he did last year in Washington at 36 years old, he had 9 sacks. In the year before that, his last year in Buffalo, he had 6 sacks. So this is still a highly productive guy that I feel like if he can be better than Sam Williams, and whoever we're going to add to the edge room, I feel like Von Miller can be your best designated pass rusher that you've had in a very long time. Probably since you first brought in Dante Fowler in 2022, I think that's like the best I can possibly see out of Von Miller. So Von Miller can come here, and Von Miller can add anywhere between 5 to 7 to 8 sacks, maybe 9 sacks, 9.5 sacks at his best, depending on situations, what teams we play, depending on if he has a beat on an offensive tackle or whatever the case might be, or a quarterback that gets himself sacked by holding the ball too long or rolling out of the pocket too soon, things like that, but honestly, again, if Von Miller was on your team last year, he's your best pass rusher, and he'll have more total sacks than a guy like Jadeveon Clowney, who had 8.5 sacks, and 3 of those sacks came against the New York Giants in the last game of the season, which doesn't matter because he still found a way to still lead your lead your team in sacks. And it was great. We had really good production coming out from Jadeveon Clowney, especially a guy who only played 13 games last year, because his first game back was week 4, because we signed him week 2. Didn't play. We signed him after Russell Wilson turned back the clock and became prime Russ, and then he didn't play week 3 to get acclimated, and then week 4 he was out in the field against the Green Bay Packers. So I like what we have so far in our edge room right now. I think what we need to add to our room right now is experience, and we definitely need to add more savvy veterans in the defensive end room, because right now our defensive end room as a whole is very unexperienced, because you have Rashawn Gary, who is the most experienced guy and your most productive defensive end, and then you have a guy like Donovan Ezraku, who had 2 sacks last year and is coming off of hip surgery right now. We're going to see if he's going to be ready for camp. They said that he is. You know, we have Malachi Lawrence, we have Sam Williams, Maris Leafau is going to be your off-ball linebacker edge, basically. They might kick him inside, playing some inside linebacker, probably in certain situations. But overall, I think that the Dallas Cowboys should bring in a guy like Von Miller. Why not? Um, I would love for him to end his career here in Dallas, but more than likely he'll sign. He'll leave here and kind of do what he did, like what Tyron Smith did. He played for the Jets, came back. Tyron Smith did. He signed a one-day contract. He retired with us. I think that's what he'll do in Denver. But if his last day of or his last year playing in the NFL is with the Dallas Cowboys, that would be bittersweet. And I know that him and his dad would love that. So again, if we can bring in a guy like Von Miller, it wouldn't hurt. Again, I understand. I know some of you guys are worried about what could that potentially do to the development of a guy like Malachi Lawrence or Donovan Ezaraku. It doesn't do anything major, in my opinion. I'm just looking for Von Miller right now to be an upgrade over Sam Williams, who I think won't make the roster, but we'll find out. But that's about it for the video, man. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.